Neshaminy is to get into the woods at the start in top 5. That is so important. At the 2-minute mark, it's so important to get good position and to position yourself, because that can lead to where you're going to be in the race. And I did a pretty good job of being in position and staying clean. There is climbing. I like long, gradual climbs, where these are more like suck your momentum climbs. And I knew that I had good position, but I wanted to hold on as much as I could. But I knew that I needed to cut my losses because I didn't want to blow myself up. So I knew that for the long game, it would be better if I kind of just took it a little easy and monitored my heart rate at this point. So at the 10-minute mark, it's really important, to see where you are health-wise, like for me, especially, because, like that's when your heart rate is elevated because of that intensity of the first 10 minutes of the race. I made a few concessions in this race, but I feel that I did a decent enough job keeping any losses from being too big. So there was really heavy rain prior to the Cat 2 race, and it was about 15 minutes of just torrential downpour about half hour before the race. So it made the course so greasy, and I love this flowy section after the baseball fields, and I really just couldn't ride it as well as I wanted to, and I started getting caught by the group behind me. It was so greasy and so wet. I just really couldn't, I didn't feel comfortable hitting the corners as hard as, I normally. Yeah, this climb is tough because you come out of a rock garden and you lose all your momentum, and it's long. And I got caught again, on the climb, but limiting losses. That's, the name of the game. I was trying to recover as much as I could throughout the whole course. I know this place like the back of my hand. I know where I can recover, and that's kind of what I was doing this whole race. Because of the conditions and the rain prior to the race, my first lap, I just wanted to stay upright. I felt like I was one of the only folks that didn't go down. It was a little swirly at times, but, I stayed upright, and I was really happy about that. I got caught by some riders on lap 2, and it was really great because, I knew one of them, and basically I just rode with him for the entirety of lap 2. It was awesome. It was, good. I got some footage, and, it was really good to have somebody to pace you, rather than just sitting there riding by yourself like I normally end up doing. So when I hit Surfer, I was riding with the pack that I had been riding with the whole lap. And I kind of made the decision where I was going to try to recover on Surfer rather than push it there. So I knew I could give up a couple seconds there, but I would benefit from the climb after Surfer and, the mile post Surfer. Just so, I figured out if I went into the red line on a descent, it would hurt me on the climbs. And so that's what I did. I backed off a little bit just to kind of get my heart rate down and get my breathing under control. So at the end of lap 2, I did start riding stronger, and I started catching people from other groups that started before me, which is great. You don't really get, for me, you don't get that too often because they're the younger riders. So I was catching a couple of them. I honestly thought that they were in my group, so I pushed a little harder at the end than I that it makes sense to have. But yeah, it really felt good to to finish strong and to catch riders at the end of the lap.
up. No mercy. No mercy.
So I did end up finishing the race in 10th place. Super strong field this year. This is my first mass race of the year. I was told that it's a super strong field. I felt really good. Because of the conditions, my times were worse than last year, but everybody's times were worse. And the way I looked at it was my times were less worse than they were last year, so I felt good about that. I did better place-wise, and I felt better physically this year. So I'm going to take that, and I want to build off this performance. I will race next week at Camden County College. I hope I'll see you there. If you haven't, please like this video, subscribe. It really helps me get more, get seen more. Maybe eventually I could get monetized. So please subscribe, like my videos, and I'll see you next time.